What is up, my little kitties, and welcome to Cat Tarot, where choosing a cat chooses your fate. Today we're doing a general timeless pick a card reading, and today's reading is what does Spirit want you to know right now? So we have 3 piles. Let's go ahead and get some kitties on these piles. Here, kitty kitties. All right, pile 1, we have Aiko. Pile 2, we have Gingko. And pile 3, we have Pekeo. We'll give you 10 seconds to meditate and choose the pile that carries a message for you. And if you want to, feel free to pause the video so you can have some more time to connect with your intuition and find the pile that has a message for you. All right, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. The first thing that really jumps out to me, pile number 1, Aiko's pile, is that you are surrounded by a lot of feminine energy. There is almost all of these cards are feminine energy cards. And what I'm hearing is that Spirit, and seeing is that Spirit is really holding you in that divine feminine space. So the mother divine aspect of Spirit, or the female aspect of Spirit, is really, really around you right now. We can see up in Grace and Annette that all of the rest of your cards are really looking towards this corner. And what that says to me is that you are healing. You are going through a healing experience. Now we have the Fool card down here in reverse, which can be a lot about being careless and reckless and making bad decisions. And what I'm hearing for you is that you've made some bad decisions in the past, or things that you regret or feel just really bad about. Maybe things that made you feel embarrassed or ashamed or like a fool. And what Spirit is really saying to you right now is that you are surrounded in divine love. Mother Divine loves you like a mother, a true, unconditionally loving mother loves you. I'm also really seeing in your spread a lot of crowns. So this is a time for you to heal this, to help unlock that beautiful feminine energy within you, and to help you rise to the occasion. I also really see here is that you are actually a really powerful person with a lot of feminine energy as well. But again, we've got 4 cards with crowns on them. There's always these like wreaths around the head. So this is also really showing that you're being very connected with your crown chakra, or you need to continue to connect with your crown chakra in order for you to really be able to have this beautiful healing experience that you're going through with the divine. Now this is a time for you to really take care of yourself. So Spirit is saying, first of all, it's really okay for you to be powerful. It's okay for you to be confident. And it's even okay for you to make the mistakes you've made. A lot of life is just about forgiving, mostly ourselves, so that we can move on and move forward in life, and really forgiving other people. But what I'm really seeing in your cards here is just that you're being really tough on yourself, and that you haven't been really forgiving yourself for being a fool in your past. The Queen of Wands, too, is really just sitting as the cornerstone, because this is really who you are. And right above it is Saraswati. So what Spirit really wants you to know right now is that the truth of who you are is an empowered, divine, feminine character. Regardless of your gender, we all have masculine and feminine aspects to ourselves. And that feminine part of you is a queen. It is an inspired queen in the world. And the divine wants to confirm that, yeah, that's you. Like, you have this beautiful self-knowledge, and you have the ability to share this amazing self-knowledge with other people. I also really see here that the Spirit wants to tell you that it is okay and good for you to share the truth and essence of who you are in this very powerful divine feminine energy out into the world. So along with, leading by example, by taking care of yourself and giving yourself a nice spa day or a massage or your nails or just, beautiful face creams or whatever it is that you need to do to nourish your body, it is also okay for you to be a powerful, beautiful, gorgeous, feminine energy in the world. That is definitely totally fine. We have here in the Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. And that's what I'm really getting from you all. That while you might have some of these insecurities from being the fool or needing to heal these past situations, you are a powerhouse. You are one heck of a feminine character out there in the world. And you really know how to show and strut your stuff. And I'm so actually super, super, super impressed with that because you, my dears, are amazing. We've got over here in your cat yoga card, Anna, I'm going to butcher this for now, but someday I'll get them down really well. We have Anatta Asana. And I don't know if you can see that here, but this card is all about the side leg raise, stretches the muscles of the pelvis and can lessen discomfort prior to and following the delivery of kittens. Always check with your veterinarian before beginning any exercise program while carrying a litter. While this is really speaking about being pregnant or having a baby on the way or, anything regarding that, if that's what you're called to, I also really just get that this is about taking care of yourself. So along with the Bethany card up here, which is one of your angel cards, this is about giving yourself some time to stretch out your hip muscles, especially for the ladies out there, and really everyone. But we carry a lot of our power and our strength and also our stress and burdens in our hips. It's this huge, huge power area, and we sit all the time now instead of moving these joints and moving these areas. So if you find yourself going into if you find yourself going into a negative space, just remember, stretch your hips out, stretch your buttocks out, stretch your legs out, because that's where your power is. And the more you free up the energy around that area, the easier and smoother it will be for your soul to embody that hip region space, for your divine feminine self to really work from that powerhouse of your body and also from that space. So that is what I see for you and what Spirit wants you to know, pile number 1. If you like this reading, please give us some thumbs up and don't forget to click the subscribe button below. And also, if you ever get lost on your spiritual awakening journey or just feeling a little confused in your journey at all, or you just feel like you could use some additional guidance or heck, even a pep talk, I do offer spiritual guidance sessions. I will leave a link to that below. And for until next time, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Okay, pile number 2, Gingko's pile. So the immediate thing that Spirit is showing me with your pile is these 2 outreaching hands here in your tarot cards. You have the Ace of Wands and the Hermit. So something is being given to you. In the Ace of Wands, we can see that you're being given the inspiration. In the Hermit, we can see that you are seeking the answers within, and that light of inspiration is being given to you. Now, what we really see in your overall spread here is that you've had some confusion. That, Spirit wants to acknowledge that there's been some things that you've been indecisive about. And this is about your writing, actually. This is about you wondering if you should move forward with your writing or communication, anything in the arts, communication, that kind of thing out there in the world. And Spirit's confirming to you that yes, you should hold your vision and you should proceed forward with this. So we have just kind of up here in your angel messages, we have Merlina, which is the confusion, Archangel Gabriella, which is really about having an important life purpose. So what I'm really hearing from Spirit is that you've been soul searching for your life purpose. You've been trying to figure out in what way can you share your message, your expression with the world. And what we really see is that you can do this through writing, through poetry, through using the written word to really share the expression of your soul to the world. Spirit's really encouraging you to hold your vision of this. So for most of you out there, you've had these inklings, you've had this inspiration, but maybe you've had some fear holding you back, or maybe you just aren't sure what that next step is. We have to remember that things like next steps or seeing the bigger picture at the end of the day don't always seem very clear in the moment. But what Spirit's sharing with me is that for those of you out there where this message is applicable, like you know it in your gut. I'm feeling just like a really strong knowingness in my gut right now of just like, you guys came here for confirmation, and this is your hell yeah confirmation, or heaven yeah confirmation, that is exactly what you should be doing, is writing and poetry and expressing yourself through communication or through the written word. Now, over here in your Divine Feminine card, you have Enhadana. I probably totally butchered that, and I apologize if you know how to actually pronounce that. But she is a high priestess that in the Sumerian age really was the first poet. She wrote poetry, she wrote psalms, she wrote these beautiful hymns, and that knowledge got carried out into the world as her legacy well after she passed. So what this is saying to me is that you have a legacy to offer through your communication, through your written communication, or even something like poetry, through the expression of your communication. I can see here that you guys are, even though you have some of this crystal-like clarity in moments, there are definitely times where you doubt yourself, or you just struggle in our seeking validation out in the outside world. So when you get into those moments where you aren't sure, we have Ray, which is really about yoga and exercise. So this is telling me that your way through your insecurities and fears is to actually get your body moving, take care of your body, get it stretching, drink good water, and take time to meditate. Because here we can see in Ray's card, she's meditating. She's sitting there going within, and that's really backed up with the owl spirit, which is all about seeing in the dark, aka looking internally. And we have the hermit. So you have this triple confirmation right here that the answers that you need, the inspiration that you are seeking, that the legacy that you want to live is actually already inside of you, and it's vibrant, and you know it when you feel it in your gut, you feel it in your vision. So you just need to continue turning within so that you can have a stronger and stronger vision of this. Your cat tarot card is Natarajanasana. So this little guy is all about this challenging balance posture, known as Lord Shiva's pose, is named after the center of the universe in Hindu mythology because cats often believe they hold this distinction. They are very fond of this pose. So this to me again is just saying, you've got this, you know how to balance, you know how to articulate concepts, ideas, words, things in a way that is so masterful and beautiful, that inspires people, that brings out the best in people, and that ultimately, when you connect with your soul, when you connect with that creative divine spark, you light up that spark in other people, which is amazing. That's amazing. So don't give up on yourself. Stay strong in your vision, and whatever steps you need to take, just take them. Just take the next step. And if you feel like you get stuck and you aren't sure what to do, put your pen and paper down, put your laptop down, put your tablet down, whatever it is that you are writing on, or whatever means you're using to communicate with, and go stretch your legs, go stretch your back, go stretch your neck out, and allow your soul open up your body in a way that allows more of your full soul to come into your body to share your amazing, magical, inspiring, legacy-inducing expressions. All right, that's what I see for you and what Spirit would like you to know today at pile number 2. If you like this video, please give it 2 thumbs up or a thumb up, because there's no 2 thumbs down there. And don't forget to click the subscribe button below. And if you ever feel stuck, confused, or would just like some additional guidance on your spiritual journey, or how to connect more deeply to your soul and to how to really know and understand, like, yes, this is my intuition and this is the way forward I should go, and you just would like some additional confirmation, I offer spiritual guidance sessions, and I will leave a link in that below, because you guys are amazing and we all need a little help sometimes. So until next time, have a beautiful and blessed day. Okay, pile number 3, Peko's pile. So what Spirit is immediately pointing out is that your tarot cards are the Devil and the Emperor. So I really see that within you there is a duality, a dynamic relationship happening between the things that you don't want to be held back by, but also gives you pleasure and, short-term gratification, and having this kind of a more rigid, authoritative, stable, emperor energy, fatherly energy. So what I really see here, and what Spirit's really pointing out to me, is that you actually have 3 kind of separate but intertwined messages. So ultimately, where your vision's at and where you'd like to go is that you are searching for change. You need a change in your life. You are looking for a new home, a new place of employment. Anybody that is a job seeker right now, that's really stuck out to me a lot in this spread, that you are really trying to move towards a very positive change in your life. And this is really confirmed here with the skunk spirit. So maybe you've got job applications out there, maybe you are out searching, or maybe you are just trying to figure out what it is that you want to do with your life. That is sort of the vision of where you are going. Where you're at, though, is in this dynamic between the energies that have held you back and the strength and stability that is going to pull you towards your dreams. Now, right now is a very important time for you, and a very precious time for you, and a really beautiful time for you. So Spirit set up the cards in an amazing way. In your angel cards, you actually have Isaiah, which is a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life, and followed right underneath by the Mary of Nazareth, which her message is, I'm blessed, my courage gives birth to the divine. So what I see here, if you are hoping for pregnancy, or you have a new little one in your family on the way, your baby and that hopefulness for the pregnancy is being guided and protected right now. If that's not what you were hoping for, just know that this is your ideas taking form. This is your new version of your life. This change that you've been seeking in your life is being birthed right now through you into the universe. There is a little block in the way between birthing your new reality and what you want, and reaching your vision and your goals of having a new work, a new environment. Now, the Devil card could even be things like your own self-sabotaging beliefs, your own insecurities and fears, or feeling like you're not good enough. So what Spirit's really calling you to do is there are some of your emotions that really need your attention right now. They really need your healing right now. Archangel Uriel helps you to release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So take some time to dive inside, and this may be, may pop up in your mind right now of like, of course you know who you're angry or haven't forgiven, but it may be a little deeper than that, and you might want to look at the father figures in your life or the masculine figures in your life. Now, just remember, a father figure isn't always necessarily a man. We have a lot of single parents out there in the world where the moms have had to be moms and dads, or the dads have had to be both moms and dads. So just bear that in mind when you are looking for people that are father figures to you, or who have been authoritative figures for you in your life. So the answers that you need are coming, and we have full moon and Gemini here. So we have that right underneath a card that's all about emotions. And what this is really showing to me is that you have some really deep emotions, and we have, Gemini has two people to it, and then we have this duality down here. So you might have some very conflicting emotions inside around father figures or authority figures, and you may also have a lot of anger and unforgiveness really around those kinds of people in your life, or maybe just in general. What Spirit's calling you to do, though, is for you to willingly show up and being willing to release that kind of toxic energy from your body and from your mind and from your soul to some extent. I mean, souls are pretty bright anyways. That's really what you're going to be connecting with when you release that. But this is where the stuck energy is at. And like I said, it may be something that's very conscious for you, like you can easily bring it up when I'm saying this, or it may just be hidden a lot deeper in there. And part of the block with it is that you may have a very contradictory relationship to authority figures, to father figures. You might feel sort of one way and the other way, and that those two ideas put together around this one subject is just like causing a clash that's preventing you from being able to fully move forward. So this could even be maybe having an absentee father, or having an absentee, authoritative figure or male role model or father figure in your life in a way that allowed you to learn discipline and structure and sort of some of the tougher lessons in life in a safe way. A lot of people have learned those lessons, but not in a safe way, and it causes a lot of internal emotional damage. So you have what it takes. Archangel Uriel is here to say to you, like, dude's got your back, like, no problem. You can definitely let this stuff go. You can release from it. You can learn to forgive. It doesn't mean you have to accept that what they did was right, or even with these two beliefs that maybe are just a tough conflict, maybe it's just acknowledging that, that it's okay, that this conflict between these two energies will be released when you can release the anger, when you can see through the eyes of forgiveness and compassion, and you have all of the angel support behind you to help you do that. And ultimately, so that leads you over to these beautiful cards, which is all about birthing this creation and being able to continue walking that path towards your divine self, towards being a fully embodied human. And what I mean by fully embodied is having that divine essence, that soul energy pouring out from you in every single area of your life, with no blocks, with nothing preventing you on the way, and of having just that really happy and healthy flow of goodness coming out of you. I was stumbling a little bit on my words because I was getting another message at the same time, that part of this block of you looking for new work is that you haven't liked the work environments that you have been in previously. You haven't appreciated or enjoyed the way that those kind of environments have handled structure and authority and discipline. And that actually might be part of the block of finding a new place, is that you don't want to be disciplined that way. You don't want to have somebody over you that has that kind of authority over you. And so it's causing this block. But ultimately, it comes down to what's going on internally inside of you. What is your subconscious doing to protect you from? What is your conscious thoughts doing to protect you from being in bad, shameful work environments, or just places where people don't have a lot of emotional intelligence or integrity? So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to your cat yoga pose. Halasana. Halasana. The plow pose stimulates the thyroid glands located in the neck by compressing the head against the chest. The thyroid glands regulate metabolism and appetite, and an imbalance can result in either an excessively skinny or a plus-size cat. So spend some time stretching your neck out and stretching your back out to help you release some of this. And also, it may be a good time just to touch base with your metabolism, or maybe you need to go in for a health checkup. It's always a good time to do that. And it's I see with this cat, he's just kind of staring at his toes, or her toes, I should say. I don't know. But it's really a cat that is not doing too much. And maybe this is actually how you feel right now. Like, you want to move forward and you want to be able to build your dreams. But at the same time, you got these blocks going on. So you're just kind of taking it easy and staring at your toes, hoping to wait it out and see if you can develop by just chilling into the nothingness for a little while. So that's what I see for you, pile 3, and what Spirit would like you to know right now. If you like this video, please give it 2 kitty paws, aka a thumbs up. Or if you really, really like the video, click subscribe below, because that helps my channel grow. And I love sharing this with you guys. And if you ever find that you need help with healing some of these blocks in a spiritual manner, or if you would just like some further guidance on creating your dream life and getting to the place that you want to go, that really feels like it's meaningful and being guided by Spirit, I do offer spiritual guidance below. And I do actually offer energy healing work. Those sessions are very limited. So if you're interested in any of that, I will leave a link in the description box below. And until next time, I hope you have a beautiful and a blessed day.